Hey, hey. All right, I get it. When we are entrepreneurs, there are 5 gazillion different things that we are doing at any given time, right? And if you're like most content creators out there, you probably have a lot on your plate all the time. So not only do you have to try to set aside time as a YouTuber to film and edit and create the intro and outro and promote it and plan and organize all your content ideas. And then all the admin or VA tasks, if you are a solopreneur, that you have on your plate as well, like contacting different people and featuring different things and doing collaborations, and the list could go on and on and on, right? I get it. That's just the YouTube side of things, right? Then we have other work things and family and now school and work and like all the things, so many things, right? So type in like a few of the things that you handle on a daily basis. Maybe you are a mom, you are a business owner, and you are a cook because you're cooking for your kids. Like whatever it is, let me know what you have to deal with, because Lord knows I understand. But it's important for us or anyone who's creating this content to be able to be published online with a strategic plan. You can't just click go live or schedule yourself some time to record a YouTube video without actually having a plan in place, because then it's like throwing pasta at the wall and hoping that it sticks, right? You're not sure what leads are coming from where or how you're actually bringing in the money, but somehow you're trying to scrape by and keep going. So how detailed or not and how techy or not is completely up to you, but most people who are making a successful strategy around YouTube find that when they plan out their own content and promotion, it's super helpful. And I want to talk today about how to be able to bring in a new audience from YouTube so that you can hit that market without feeling overwhelmed, without having a clear start or end of what you should be doing, the tasks that need to be done, or even knowing if you're making a video worth your time, right? So if you are here with me, let me know if you have created YouTube videos in the past. Give me a shout out and let's get rockin'. I'm gonna pull it up real quick here on my page so that I can make sure I am following along. Ooh. what's going on today with my internet, but let me just tell you, it's not liking me whatsoever at all. So, thanks for hanging out here. If you're still with me, give me a heck yes, I'm still here. Ellen, hello, thank you for joining. My screen on my phone still shows that I am black. Oh, there we go, we popped back in. So give me a heck yes if you can hear me. I'm sorry, my internet is crazy today. Crazy town. All right, so here's the deal. For those of you who know me and know of the brand laurareich.com, you know that I love going live. You know that I love to be able to repurpose. My love is also Pinterest to bring in a new audience. Awesome. Thank you, girlfriend. And so one of the things that I do is I actually plan out my Facebook Live content, not only with Facebook in mind, but also with my blog in mind, and also with YouTube in mind. I don't so much think about the strategy behind, yay, Ellen, thanks for hanging out. I don't so much think of the strategy behind like LinkedIn or Twitter. I don't get as much traffic in from those places right now. That's not big in my strategy for my business. But definitely YouTube and Facebook and my own website. And so I start with a content calendar where I will actually plan out Facebook first, right? So I will think of different questions that I've had come up in my group. I will think of different things that come up in groups that I can respond to and answer, that people are asking that I'm able to actually provide that help for, all those things. And then I will take that and I will go to Google keyword search and I will look for the keywords that I can actually attain and rank for. I will then also do the same thing for YouTube. So all of that is a part of my strategy, right? So it's not just one thing. And so the first thing that I want you guys to think about is setting your goals, right? Setting your goals is going to be that first step in actually organizing not only any strategy that you put together, but for this training purpose, your YouTube videos, right? Before you actually sit down and plan out your content each month, you want to take a second to go through those groups, go through the emails that you get from clients or people that follow your brand or your Facebook page, your personal profile, maybe even your group that you have, and ask yourself, what questions are they needing answers to? What value can you provide to them? And what are you looking to highlight? Like, what's that end goal? What opportunities can you tackle this month that maybe you weren't able to add to the calendar last month? And then with those additions and that research, what results are you looking for, right? What do you want to see happen this month when you hit go live or when you hit record to put it on YouTube, right? This type of planning and setting your goals is actually going to be able to help you get more clear on that vision. It will not only help you with that, but it's going to help you with your mindset around this too. So like if you say, I have to go live answering this question because somebody asked it in this group and nobody knew how to answer it, change that and say, I get to go live answering this question because I'm the best possible resource for them. I know how to be able to help them and answer it so that they don't have any more issues centering around this. And this is the result that I might be able to get from being able to provide that value, right? So I would love for you to take a quick second and let me know what is one thing that you know like the back of your hand that you could answer a question about anytime, day or night, any type of question centering around this. Is it around yoga? Is it around Facebook ads? Is it around how to mix and match patterns? Is it around what supplements to take if you're weightlifting? Like, tell me what one thing can you literally speak about for hours on end, and you know it like the back of your hand, where if someone had a question in a group and nobody else was able to help them, you would be the one person they would turn to, right? So a lot of you know that my one thing that I love to do is Pinterest. Everybody knows that if they know me. And so I go and I can search in Facebook for Pinterest in searching groups. I can, if I know a general question that people ask, I can go in and search that general question or parts of it. And then take that from there, because I know the results that I would like to get is to be able to manage them and their account, or to be able to coach them and put them into the boot camp, right? Because I feel like if I provide that value and show them that I am their best resource to be able to help them reach their end goal, then we would be able to work together. So Kristen says skin health, right? And so you would want to be able to go on into different groups. And if someone's asking about different things for skin health that you can help answer, that's where you should center your content around, right? And so the other thing that I want to tell you is, once you have these topic ideas, do a little research, right? So organize and do a little research. Once you have what you know they're asking for, then try to figure out what keywords you can rank for on YouTube, right? What are the things that people are searching for on YouTube? You can use different programs for this, or you can just search those, like if you typed in skin health on YouTube, like what are the top videos that pull up, right? And then here's my tip, right? I go live on Facebook, and then I edit my Facebook video for YouTube. And the reason I do that is because I know that I go live and I provide value every Monday here on my page and every Wednesday in my private group. And I can repurpose those videos in what I call a short rockstar recap at the end, so that it's not the same exact content as it is on Facebook, but it still addresses the questions in one video. I can address a question that somebody had on YouTube or Facebook and use that content both places. Then I decide, do I want to upload the YouTube video to my blog, or do I want to upload the Facebook video to my blog? And that's just a matter of strategy. But this is how you can have consistent content on YouTube. If you are someone who already goes live, you have tons of videos to be able to do and edit. And it doesn't take a lot of editing. Let me tell you, I'm not perfect at YouTube by any means, but I do get traffic and I do build relationships from the videos that I put on YouTube. And so you want to make sure that you're looking at the content you already have and you're already putting out there, because it's not, when you organize that, it's not extra work on your part. You're not adding hours and hours of work into your day, right? And so that's a way to be able to have that creative, consistent content going to YouTube that coincides with the rest of your content calendar, right? So that brings us to a content calendar. I have something that I use in my Google Drive that's an Excel document, and I love it. I borrowed parts of it from my coach and then kind of made it my own. So mine's my master content calendar, and I actually have in here different tabs for Facebook Lives, for my sales goals, for follow-up, different things that I can put in here. Let's see. I also have, my ConvertKit emails that I use, what I'm going to be talking about in my inner circle. So I have it all in one streamlined document so that I can make sure that I am always coinciding with what's going on in the inner circle and talking about it publicly, and what I'm talking about publicly can be put on YouTube and in my emails, and so that way I'm using the content that I consistently have coming out, right? And so you don't have to have an Excel document in Google. You don't have to have some spreadsheet or some tech piece to help you create a calendar. You can choose to write it down manually. You can have it in a planner. I have this planner called At a Glance, and I absolutely also love this planner. It's huge, but when I go to my daily work, not only does it give me a full calendar for the month, but each day I have the first thing that needs to be done, the top 3 things that need to be happening for this day, right now, the last thing to end out my day, and then I also write down 3 wins of my day, and that's all right here in my planner. So whether you are someone who likes to write it down manually in a planner, create a Google Calendar, use a template like what I have, or whatever, it doesn't matter as long as you're organizing all of your content. That's what's truly important, right? And if you're someone that wants to check out a template that I have, feel free to go ahead and shout out template, and I can show you an example for sure of one that I have. But you want to make sure that you add your dates of when you're going to be able to schedule out this time. In mine, for my Facebook Lives, what I do is I have the date, the day, the time, the location of where I'm going to go live, what the topic is, what the title is, what my description is, and what my call to action is going to be. And so that helps me plan everything out, and I can actually use that for my YouTubes. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Kristen, yes, I will for sure give you those templates. So that helps me plan out what I use for Facebook Live and also YouTube and how I link the 2 together, right? And so you want to plan ahead for important dates, whether you are going to be gone traveling the world for 3 weeks or whether you're going to take a week off for Thanksgiving, whatever it is, make sure you also have those dates in there. But like my schedule in my template allows me to know that every Monday is publicly seen and every Wednesday is privately seen by my group, so I can do different trainings based on what their needs are, right? And based on what we're working through at that time. And then when you have that scheduled, right? So you have your goals set. You are organized, you've looked it up, and now you have a calendar, whether it's a template or you're writing it down manually. Then go out and schedule social posts, right? People are not going to come to your live stream unless they know you're going live. Like Nancy, who is here with me. Woohoo! I'm so excited she's here. She was on my quick preview live stream that I did on my personal page, announcing that I was going live on my Facebook page, right? And that's just one of the things that you can do. You can create graphics. You can, I'm so glad you're here. You can create graphics. You can create, hey Heather, links to your Facebook page. You can go live the day before, or like I did today, I went live a couple minutes before and said on my personal profile, hey, I'm going live and here's where to catch me. Talked about what I was going to talk about, things like that. But whatever it is, you have to tell people, right? So let's think about this for a second. Hold on one second. You okay, bud? Okay. We have one more week of school and I heard something drop and I thought it was my kiddo, but we're good. So let's think about this for a second, right? If you don't, like, even in relationships, right? I could go back to now that I'm married life. If I don't tell my husband something that I want done, I can't expect for it to be done. I can't expect that he's going to be able to read my mind and understand exactly what I'm thinking in that second. Which, let me just tell you, I do it all the time, but I'm telling you, you can't do that. It's the same thing for live streaming. It's the same thing for YouTube content. It's the same thing for blog posts. You cannot assume that people just know you posted a new blog post. You cannot assume that people 60 days from now read that blog post that you posted 60 days ago, right? I cannot assume that people in my group knew that I was going live on my page today if I don't tell them, if I don't give them a warning. So set up events, set up social posts, create a buzz around the fact that you are going live so that they know what to do. If you don't tell them what to do, they're not going to understand where they have to go, right? So tell them you want them to join you. Tell them what the topic is going to be and where to find you. And you can do that on your personal profile, on your business page, on any social media platform. It doesn't matter. But you want to schedule your social posts to promote the videos that you're creating, whether it's pre-recorded videos or whether it's going live and repurposing them on YouTube. You want to make sure that you use that ability to tell them, right? So when you're coming up with that content calendar and you come up with that amazing topic that you're going to go live about, at that same moment, go ahead and schedule some posts out that are 3 days before, 24 hours before, and 30 minutes before. Let them know that you're going live. Let them know that you uploaded a YouTube video, right? Yes, and we are all busy. So if you don't help remind people, they're not going to remember. It's not a bad thing, you guys, but they can't read our minds. They can't understand what we want them to do unless we tell them what we want them to do in a nice fashion. So make sure that for not only YouTube, but for Facebook Live as well, if you want video content and you want it to go viral and you want it to be consistent and you want to be able to build your business upon this content, set goals, organize yourself, create a calendar, whether it's paper or template, schedule announcements, right? Posts that will let people know what they should be doing. And then when you're done, this is one of the commonly most forgotten about things, right? I want to know what you think is the number one thing that people forget to do once they end, record, or end that live stream. What is the commonly forgotten thing that they forget? Commonly forgotten thing that they forget. Let me know what you think most people forget when they are pre-recording or going live on video. Once they're done and they've clicked that end live, yep, I just want to, yes. And I agree. I just want it to be seen by the folks it matters to. But you have to let them know why it matters to them and let them know when you're doing it. Good. Call to action. Sometimes people forget that. Yes. Repurpose that content. That is amazing, Cindy Lou. I know that you are a person in my inner circle because we hammer that in your heads all the time. What to do next? Close, Nancy. Use it again later and repurpose. You guys, this is amazing. It's not the answer I'm looking for, though. Change the picture. Great one, Michelle. Not the answer that I was thinking, though. The one thing that people forget to do is they forget to reflect. Don't ever post your content without going back and seeing how it's doing. Don't ever record a video, put it on YouTube, and then go back and listen to it yourself. You are going to be your own worst and best critic. You are not going to understand how this content is consumed by those you want to see it the most if you don't go back and see how it's doing. You have to check it out. You have to keep yourself accountable. So go back, reflect on that, right? Use your analytics as a chance to regroup and prioritize for the next time you're scheduling your content and creating a content calendar. What did you do swimmingly well? What did you forget about? What is coming up next month that maybe you didn't work on or work in the videos you did last month. You want to focus on these valid, reflecting questions so that you can help figure out how to constantly improve and better serve your audience. If you are not taking time to reflect and making sure they understand what it is you offer, how it is you're helping them, how they can move forward, even how to get through a tech tutorial. Like if you don't go back and make sure you're answering questions or you're asking yourself, what did I do that was awesome and is getting great response? Or what didn't I do that I probably should have done? You're doing yourself a huge disservice by not being able to better the videos and better your business and better the way you serve those who are watching your videos in the future, right? So do me a favor, if you are someone that likes to have the step-by-step laid out, I do an awesome thing called show notes. So go ahead and type in Rockstar to get the show notes. If this is something that you know people in your crew need help with, or maybe they are forgetting step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe they're forgetting to reflect. Okay? Then go ahead and give them a shout out so that they can get this and understand. That's something that I want to be able to help them with. And I hope this video helps you understand how to better create content, how to better be able to work on things within your business so that you have video content that draws in the audience, whether it's Facebook Live and then you're repurposing it to YouTube, whether you're pre-recording because you don't like going live on Facebook and you're uploading it to YouTube, it doesn't matter. However you handle it is fine, but make sure you're following those 5 things. And if you're someone that needs more accountability, more support, if you're someone who doesn't understand all the tech pieces that need to be connected, but you want to grow, you know you need more leads, you know you need more eyeballs, you know you want more moolah in your bank, then go ahead and shout out accountability and let's talk and make sure that it's a good fit for you. But there is a program that I have that's called the Inner Circle. If you are here with me live right now, hashtag Inner Circle. I know some of you are in it, but this program will help you get to the point where you can streamline your business. You don't have to worry about tech. You bring in the leads of sales and you fill your bank with that lovely moolah, all while sustaining yourself in what your morals and your goals are. One of my goals is to help people no matter what. And if that's one of your goals, we can help you with that, right? While still growing your business. So I am going to do my awesome Rockstar recap so that we can utilize it for YouTube. So if you want to stick around and see how that works as well, feel free to go ahead and do that. And then I can share in the Rockstar notes a link to the YouTube video so you can see how it all works together. But I hope this was helpful to you. I know this is how I do it. This is something that I absolutely love doing. It's kind of a combination of repurposing and things like that. So this is going to be my Rockstar recap. If you have any questions or need more accountability, oh, thank you, Heather. I'm so glad that this was helpful. If you need to just talk some tech issues out, go ahead and send me a message or post it down below and I will come back and I will help you. All right, you guys, here is my Rockstar recap. I want you to understand that if you are like most content creators out there, you probably have a lot on your plate. I know I do. Not only do you have a ton on your plate, but if you're going to add YouTube into the mix, you have to not only now set aside time to film and edit your own videos, but you have to plan and organize content ideas and promote the videos and do other admin tasks like collaborations and reach outs and all the things. And oh yeah, I still have to get my kids to school and take a shower, and I have to cook dinner, and I have to pick up the kids from daycare, and oh my gosh, YouTubers are busy. I get it. But I want to give you 5 quick tips as to how to be able to create a content calendar for not only YouTube, but also for Facebook Live. So if you're catching me here on YouTube, what you don't know is that I actually repurpose some of my Facebook Lives and post them here for you guys on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you get the full video that my Facebook viewers get. I do a recap, and I help you guys still the same way, but in the way that YouTube likes to consume content. So the 5 tips that I got for you here today are not only going to help you for YouTube, but they'll also help you for Facebook Live and anywhere else that you want to post video. Tip number 1 is make sure that you set goals, right? Setting goals is going to be the first step to organizing your YouTube videos. Before you sit down and try to plan out your content each month, make sure that you're asking yourself the questions that your audience would ask. Go to Facebook groups, go to different profiles. Wherever it is, you could even go here on YouTube. Go and search out what other people are looking for and what you know, like the back of your hand, that you can answer for them without a shadow of a doubt in your mind. And when you do that, then you have the topic that you will be able to plan with your content. And so you want to ask yourself those questions. What opportunities did you not search out and miss the month prior? And then what results do you want to see? Now that you know their questions, now that you know what you may have missed last month, what do you want to see happen from these videos and your time into this? Is that needle moving activity? Or is this just recording videos to record videos and have fun looking at yourself, making sure you're awesome, right? So if you set these videos, this will give you a clear vision of what works consistently and what you should be creating to make sure that you are not just providing smoke, but you're actually providing true value that will lead into clients and customers. Once you've done that, make sure that you organize your notes. Make sure that you know what you're going to be talking about, when you're going to be talking about it. Make sure that you have your bullet points so you don't get distracted, whether you're live on Facebook answering questions or whether you're doing a pre-recording YouTube video and you feel like you're just talking to a wall, right? So make sure you organize that. Tip number 3, create a content calendar, please. Whether you choose to use a pen and paper, or whether you like to write it in a planner each day, or you use a template like something I have online in my Google Drive, make sure that you plan it out, right? My content calendar in my Google Drive has the date, the day, the time, the location of where I'm going to go live, and if I'm going to edit it and put it onto YouTube, or if I'm just going to leave it where I record it. And then I also have the topic, the title, and the description with a call to action to make sure that I know I'm going to hit my goal. That content calendar helps me with important dates. It helps me plan ahead. It helps me make sure that I'm always working towards that goal that we set in tip number 1. Then, if you don't tell your audience what you want them to do, they're not going to do it, right? And so here's the thing. I said this on my Facebook Live, and I'm going to say it here on YouTube as well. I just got married, and I still think that my husband can read my mind and understand when I need his help, even though I know that's not true. It's the same thing in business. If you don't tell people that you recorded this amazing video and you want them to go watch it, or you don't tell people 60 days from now that you posted this amazing video or went live on Facebook, they're not going to know that it's for them. They're not going to know what the account is about or the live is about. They're not going to know why they care. So please, please, please make sure you're not assuming that your audience already knows. Take time to go in there and promote the scheduled Facebook Live, promote the pre-recorded YouTube video so that when it goes live, they know that it's going live on that day. And this is going to help you because you can save oodles of time scheduling this ahead. So when you've scheduled in your content calendar what you're going to say next week, go ahead and make 3 posts. Maybe it's 3 days from now, then 24 hours, and then 30 minutes. But schedule those posts ahead of time. You can use Buffer or Later or Tailwind or whatever it is out there. There's Hootsuite. There's tons of programs to help you schedule your posts ahead of time so that you have a plan and you are gently nudging your audience the direction you want them to go to what? Reach that goal that you set for yourself on tip number 1. Then the commonly most overlooked thing that people forget to do when they pre-record videos or hit go live is not going to be repurposing. It's not going to be making sure that you have a call to action. It's not going to be, what else did we say? Changing the pictures and making it look pretty. Those were all things that my Facebook Livers audience told me that they thought was the number one thing that was overlooked. And those are great, but the number one thing that was overlooked was reflecting. You cannot ask yourself these questions and not improve, right? If you ask yourself these questions, you're going to improve 100%. You cannot overlook these questions and expect to be able to grow and expect to be able to get more subscribers and get more live viewers. You have to go back and look at the analytics. You have to go back and say, what did I do really well? What did I forget to talk about? What is coming up next month? All of these questions will help you as you continually grow with video marketing, whether it's live or pre-recorded, so that you know you are constantly helping out your audience and providing that value and bringing them to what? That goal you set for spending all this time doing that, right? So if you have some favorite ways that you like to plan out your YouTube videos or Facebook Live videos, hit me up in the comments below and let me know. Otherwise, I will catch you on my next video.